Jean, and that's Charlie.
I'm back here. Hi.
There he is. And this is
Episode.
episode, I think it's 17 or 18, somewhere in there, of Yarn and Glass. Oh, Lord. You would think I would, oh, well, anyway. Yarn and Glass, where I talk about my knitting endeavors, fiber-related things, and also mosaics that I do. And we're going to have a little bit of shop talk because Charlie is making something for me and redoing the garage, and so there's that. Anyway, we have moved from Texas to St. Louis, and there's a little bit of moving video in there somewhere, probably in between the yarn and the glass. I'll put a little bit of moving video, not a lot, but it was an adventure.
Very interesting.
It was an adventure. But anyway, we're pretty settled into this house, and we're kind of deciding where to go from here in terms of possibly redoing a little bit of the house, or switching houses in our neighborhood. We're not sure.
We're in a really neat neighborhood, and we love the neighborhood.
We love the neighborhood.
But the house is a bit
small,
and we might be looking at some other things around here. But anyway, we're going to be in St. Louis. We're not moving to St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's a great city. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like it. So anyway, I'll be quiet.
Anyway.
Be quiet. Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to talk about socks. I always have socks on the needles. I probably have 6 pairs on the needles right now, in various stages of doneness. But here, I just want, when we got the 2 houses together, because we've had 2 houses for a little while, and so my socks were in 2 different places. So I had no idea how many hand knit socks I had made. That's some.
Ooh.
And these are just mine, and there's some more. So I have a lot, and here's my gift box. It's this one I've just finished. There's more
some nice socks
that I'm not even gonna wear.
Yeah.
They're just, socks, different sizes. So and I tend to want to mend my socks because after you've spent so much time making a pair, you kind of fall in love with them, some of them, most of them, and you don't want them to go into disrepair, like have holes. And
Can I pan down for a second here? Can I pan down?
Yeah, you can pan down.
Okay, I'm panning down to an example.
Well, look, okay, so what I do, first of all, before you show that.
Okay,
so
I'm
what
not
I
showing
do
that now. Yeah.
is I darn them, either with a darning egg, which was my mom's, which is
cool.
very cool. And so I do that, or
I'm panning down to your foot
where'd
again
the other
there.
thing go?
Oh, we lost something.
Where'd the little box go?
We're looking for the box. Where's the box? Where's the box?
I don't know.
We lost the box. Was it an important box?
Well, anyway. Shoot.
Never
There
mind.
it is.
Oh, we found the box.
I bought this other little thing. It's the smallest loom you've ever seen from Katrinkles, and it is a darning. It's a darning thing. It's a little tiny loom where you weave in and out, and you put this inside your sock, and you weave on the top of it with these little teeth. Anyway, you put this section inside.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
it's very cool. So I've been using that to darn socks. And like I showed you on the one sock,
Let's
and
see the other foot.
then we noticed this morning when I put these on that it needs more
Oh
work.
my God.
The other sock needs
Wow.
work. But that's okay, I can do it. But every now and then you find a pair of socks that someone, I won't mention who,
Who?
has worn to such disrepair. You have to catch these. You
I
have
didn't
to
do
catch.
that.
You have to catch
couldn't have done
these
that.
holes before they're insanely crazy.
Did I do that?
These were yours. And what I did.
God, you
so
chopped the top
you
off
kind
of
of
it.
hate to
You
throw them
chopped
away.
the top off.
You kind of hate
God.
to throw them away. So I cut the leg off.
Oh
and
no!
I made this
My
nice
socks.
Glass cozy.
Did you wash the socks?
It's like perfect. Yeah, they were clean. It's like perfect for ice water. That's cool.
Okay.
Or the other thing you can do with a half a sock, because
Half a
these
sock?
are not worth darning. They really aren't.
God,
Is
they're
okay.
my
You
favorite
take
socks.
you have a cake of yarn. This is
Right.
called a cake.
That's cake, yeah.
And you've done this with you've got a hank of yarn, first of all,
A hank?
long hank, and then you've put it on your Swift and your yarn winder, and you make it into a cake. And then you use it as a center pull. You center pull your yarn out when you're knitting, and
God, that's weird.
it lays flat, and it's easy until you get about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through the cake, and then the cake kind of dissolves on itself, and
It's all bad, yeah.
yeah,
Those
it's
two-
all bad,
bad.
because this is
So my
attached to a
sock-
sweater I'm making. So your sock has
To
now
turn to
two
this-
different things. So I also
Oh.
hemmed this one, and it became a cake cozy. It has
that
several.
real?
These
Are
things
you
have several
serious?
names, but the cake cozy is the nicest name. And
What's the other names that
so
they
you put yeah,
Bad?
well, it's, yeah. I don't want to, anyway,
Okay.
you put this, you put your cake in there, and it kind of, it stays a cake. So that as it dissolves, as you use up this yarn, this holds it in place.
Okay.
So your sock now has two
I got
different
a question for you.
purposes. That's your socks.
Will I ever get socks back to me?
You will get new socks, but you have to tell me when the hole
this-
is small.
Is it good to punish somebody on
Like some
on
socks.
a podcast?
Okay, like these socks.
Did I do that?
would never have let a hole get that
Was
big,
I bad
because
again?
these are from this yarn is from Knit Spin
Oh
Farm.
my God! Don't tell them I
And-
did that.
No, these are mine.
Oh, okay.
But
Wait,
I
look.
mean, I already
So
amended them.
you can.
I darned them because I don't want these socks to die a death and become
My socks.
cozies. They don't want to become cozies. They want to stay in the collection. But
Yes.
in the meantime, I have a lot of socks. I have a lot of
You do,
socks, and
you
I
do.
still have a lot of sock yarn. So what I was thinking was that anybody who watches this video,
Anybody?
could just comment and say something about socks in the comments.
Does it have to be a really smart comment, or could it
Doesn't,
be any
it
kind of
just could
comment? It
say
has to be
socks.
funny.
It could just
This
say
speaks-
the word socks.
Oh,
And I will
God.
draw from those
Can I enter?
those names. No. Those draw from the
Socks.
Here's what happened to your socks. You want to see? This is what happened to your socks.
I'm being punished. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're being punished. So I will draw next episode.
Oh my
I will
God.
draw, and I will make you, whoever I draw, I will make you a pair of socks. Or
That-
maybe it's already in the gift box, a pair of
That
socks
is
that you
a
might
deal.
like. But I will, yeah, because I need to
What
start
if
making
100
socks for other people.
What if 100 people say sock?
Well, I'm only going to draw one name.
Okay, okay.
Everybody isn't getting socks.
Okay,
Everybody
well,
doesn't
you
get a
have to,
car.
Okay.
So yeah, no, it's just one. Yeah,
Just one
for
per-
now. I mean,
lucky
maybe
person.
there may be more because I have 6 pairs on the needles, and I obviously don't need socks. So
Well,
there
I
is
do.
that. There is that. So maybe I'll draw 2 names. I don't even know what I'll do. But
It's-
anyway, that's socks.
That's socks?
That's the sock section. The other thing is I finished something that I'm really
Oh, this is
proud of.
cool.
That I'm gonna actually. I mean, I'm not gonna show
Should I
it
stand
here.
up or something? I
Well,
can't.
what I'm gonna do is insert the photo.
Oh,
because
insert
the
photo of
photo's
it?
better.
Okay, that's better.
But this is the marled pinwheel blanket. It's
Oh, here.
actually a pinwheel blanket
Yeah.
by Knitting Expat Designs. And
That's-
it's really large and it's really wonderful.
Really
It's
pretty.
what makes it so comfy is I've made a lot of blankets lately, but
Uh-huh.
I held 2 strands of fingering weight yarn together and it gives it a marled effect. So it's not just one color. Every part of the pinwheel is two
Hold it
strands.
steady for a second here.
Okay, every part of the pinwheel is 2 strands of yarn.
Oh, that's really
And then it's
interesting.
also color blocked, so every square is a different color.
Wow.
So I have a lot of scraps, obviously, and I
Uh-huh.
still have a lot of scraps. So this is
That's really beautiful.
with the two yarns together. This is six squares by 5 squares, so 30 squares. And I didn't use all my squares, so I'm actually starting another one because this is the best blanket ever. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just.
You get some good reactions
It's
to that too
really
when you
good.
when you put it on Facebook.
I
Yeah,
did,
people
but
really
I do
love
love
it.
it. I do
Yeah.
love it. It's very mosaic-y, and I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason I love it so much. But anyway, Knitting X-Pack Designs, I have made, well, I've got 3 others. I've got some baby blanket and another blanket on the needles, and then another marl blanket like this. So 3 are on the needles. I've made 2 other ones, plus this one, 5, 6 of these that are either in progress or done. So that's how much I love
Amazing.
this pattern. I love this
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah.
So
It's
there's
cool.
that. So that is the end of knitting. And we're gonna have a bit of, in the studio, mosaics.
Right.
A bit in the garage because of something you're making me for my birthday.
It's chaos in the garage. but,
You're
yeah,
redoing the garage. And then that'll be it.
it'll be it.
So we'll see you in the, well, we're gonna do a little moving part. We'll see you in the studio. Day 3. Here's the studio. The glass is diminishing. That is totally, the glass is totally gone from there. That's good. Those tubs are all packed and labeled. And living room's terrible, but the shelves are pretty good. Haven't hit the bedrooms yet, although I keep gathering things. Okay, here, this is why you should knit. Because when you move and your box has become too heavy, because there's heavy things in it, you put yarn at the top. Day 10.
Day 10.
Okay, this looks pretty bad, but the art is all going in the car. So most of those drawers are empty, so that's
Let's
good.
go over here.
The studio is really good.
Yeah.
It's almost empty. All the glass is gone.
And-
You see, this just sold. He's on his way. There's
Anybody
no
wants
glass.
to buy this, they could buy it
These
real
are
quick.
all tubs. This is the last piece for sale.
Last piece for sale.
Yeah, and there's
Could be
tubs.
yours.
Tubs over there.
We're not
Okay.
shipping those, so you can't
No.
have it. Okay.
This is okay. We're going into the living room. Kitchen's a disaster, but those are just last minute things that need little spots. That whole wall has tubs and boxes that are done. This whole wall has tubs.
Look
Oh,
at the
not the whole
garage.
wall. That's going with the house. The
Yep.
couch is going with the house. There's boxes over there. Wait, we gotta
Oh, we gotta
circle
spin-
back.
spin right over
There's
there
some tubs in the bedroom. The bedroom set is sold. The porch set is sold. You see the dining room table's gone. It's gone. There's lots of boxes, lots of
And
boxes, lots of boxes.
Virgin has a good story about that.
Oh yeah, and that guy's going. He's, yeah. Well, yeah.
That's my partner there.
Of course he's going. So now we're going to the garage, which is coming along. Charlie's
Okay.
mostly been in the garage.
Yep.
We have packed 68 tubs or boxes. The little bedroom back here is empty. The trundle bed is gone. Storeroom's pretty good. Okay, into the garage.
Okay, we're going to the garage.
Oh Lord,
We'll turn the light on.
and there's a radio going. Oh Lord. Yeah, that corner is all boxes.
I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah, and that stuff in the middle, I have loud music, he has
Oh
radio.
my God. Oh my
That,
God.
that whole corner is boxes that a
Oh.
couple gave us.
Oh,
I know, isn't that cool?
Texas,
And there's
too.
another one.
Texas. Oh,
Yeah.
and better.
I know, we're taking those
We're
with
taking
us.
those
This
back.
whole section is going to the local thrift shop caring place. So this stuff will all be gone a week from Tuesday. There's some more tubs and boxes that are packed. These are all art boxes that we got from a wonderful couple that had just moved here. So that's cool.
That's cool.
And that's wood that
That's
Charlie's
going to
taken.
the shop.
And yeah,
Some nice wood. It's
oh my
nice
God.
wood.
Day 10, pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing
We
okay.
have, how many more days?
18.
18 more
18 days
days.
to pack.
I think we're okay.
I think we're gonna make it.
I used to be worried, but I'm
Not anymore.
getting less.
Not anymore. Oh my God.
Okay, we'll check in on day 15. Yeah, I don't even know. Is it a day about 14, 15 of moving? And everything is in, most everything is in boxes or tubs. And I think there are 135 of them. Ha,
Right around.
there's the zebra sweater. See, the zebra sweater hasn't gotten into, we found it,
Gonna hold it up.
Charlie found it in a drawer. It's been on before, but there's the zebra sweater.
Here it is.
And I almost left it
Look at this. I'm gonna turn it around.
because it was in a
You
drawer.
should see both sides.
I know.
Isn't that
We've
cool?
seen it before. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's cool. It was in a drawer I forgot to unload. So there are boxes all over the living room. There are boxes all over the study. I mean the studio. These are all art boxes. There are boxes in all the rooms. And we're done except for this little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got little stuff, and somebody's coming to pick it up.
Yep, we're close.
And
We're gonna be gone.
driving from here
Yeah.
to St. Louis in one day.
There's a little bit of furniture going, but most
yeah,
of it
mostly.
is staying here with the new owners. And
Right.
yeah, so goodbye Texas, goodbye Sun City. Okay, so here we are in the garage, and we're kind of redoing it to make it right.
It's
a work-
chaos.
it's a work in
chaos right
progress.
now. It's a work in progress.
It's a work in
I have
progress.
something to say. Sock.
Yeah.
Do I get a sock now?
No.
No. Okay. Back to the garage.
So
right.
you painted. What'd you do?
Well, what I'm trying to do is to use this area and have some storage back here and have all the kind of wood that I need to have available and tools.
Right.
So this is a really old house, neat old house, but it's
Yeah.
an old house, so this stuff was, fairly bad shape. So I did kind of touch this up to make it a little lighter.
Yeah.
And then you come back here, and this is all gonna have shelving and stuff like that in there, and there may even be, there may even be a place for Virgine's dyeing stuff.
Yes,
'Cause
I'm
she
gonna.
likes to
I get a little
dye.
section there on that side.
So I don't have the whole garage for myself.
No.
No.
But
But-
you just put in that shelf that we used to have in our laundry room in Texas, and it works well for like the hand tools, right?
Tools, there are tools, there are hand
Yeah,
tools and
that's
everything
kind of nice.
like that. And,
Yeah.
but we're gonna they'll have a lot of stuff in there when we get done, but it'll be more organized and we'll be able to do that.
It will be.
So, but
But
you want
what
to
you're
talk about the
making,
thing
yes.
that I made, and this is,
You're making me.
this
So
is,
we had
yeah.
we had a TV tray. Actually, see what I wanted. I want to build my own blending board for fiber, for making Rolegs on fiber, and more of that next time, because maybe by next time I will have built it. So we had a TV tray. We needed a board. So we
Yeah.
had a TV tray that we didn't need, and so you took the legs off.
yeah, this is, we could have got a piece of wood, we could have done
Could've.
different things. We
Yeah,
could have
and
cut
a
it
lot of
and-
people
like
use
that. But I
cutting boards.
wanted to make something that would work out
Yeah.
of what we already had, so we
Right.
had to reinvent the wheel.
We didn't have
So
to.
this is the top of this table,
Yeah,
and if it looks fairly ugly right here because of the stains and stuff, but this will
It'll be
totally
covered.
disappear, because you're gonna have all these little needly things sticking out of it, all like
Right.
that, it's all
yeah.
bad.
I bought a blend, the pad. I bought
Pad is
just the
not right.
pad. This is going to cost about less than half of what a blending
Right,
board would cost by making my own.
So this thing will come in,
Yes.
and we'll staple it on
We'll
this.
staple it on there.
So it'll be it'll be along the whole edge and everything, in
Yeah.
the front of it.
It's 12
But
by
the
12.
The thing that's nice though is the sides, because you have a sturdy board,
Yeah, yeah.
and the sides
They
were
curve
really
down,
good.
which is really nice. And we bought some
And-
feet for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and it also is really sturdy.
Very
And it will
sturdy.
be very flat.
Yes.
And it will be wonderful.
Perfect. So next
Perfect.
time it will, well, I might have a video on me making the blending board, or us making the blending board.
Well, you gotta do all that.
So that's kind of cool. So
And,
that is what you've been doing. You're going to redo a frame of mine, and you've
Sure,
been doing
make some
some Ouija
frames
boards
and,
for me.
yeah.
And other than that, yeah,
Chaos,
this is chaos.
chaos.
Yeah, we are in the studio where instead of doing mosaics, mainly I've just been kind of labeling things.
Why?
I don't know. It's like become an obsession. Everything is labeled. Everything on the shelf over there, labeled.
Okay.
And then I started making,
Let me go over here now.
it's insane.
Get close.
Yeah, but then you don't have to open a box and see what's in it because it's labeled.
Alrighty.
And so then
Well.
I started making, when we go to art shows, you know, we typically wrapped the mosaics in like towels,
Right.
and we'd have this big stack of towels that people would look at funny. So I started buying old blankets and quilts from thrift shops and turning them into envelopes for mosaics.
That's a
And
really,
I've made them all different sizes, and I've cut up some of our old bedspreads and
Uh-huh.
whatever else, and I've used old fleece. But then I started, okay, each mosaic will have its own envelope
oh my,
for,
that's
for
just,
traveling. So like this was an old
Fantastic.
bedspread that made a lot of envelopes. Yeah, it's
well, show what's in there.
I
mean, you can
kind of
do that.
love it. These are plasticated.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I sell a piece, you know, I have to make new deals.
Plasticate.
Yeah, so I've got a whole bunch of these going on in the other room, but I've made all the labels. I have probably 50 of these envelopes, all different sizes.
I have something to say here too,
Yes.
because when we do a show, all the moving of things and all the chances of getting them all banged up and
Oh,
and
they're
we start to,
protected.
it's a really good
They're
idea.
extremely protected.
Very smart.
Yeah, I
very smart.
kind of am enjoying making envelopes.
And then it keeps you
And there's a
busy, not
pile.
trouble.
There's a pile down there that is going. There are still going to be envelopes,
Look at that.
including an old mattress pad that you have to, you have to hem it because it's got stuffing in it. But what a great envelope that will
What
be.
is it, waste not, use not, or
You
use
got it.
not?
We're
Something-
not.
something
No,
like that.
we use everything we got.
Okay.
So, but I am working a little bit.
I'm turning
So
gears.
wait.
Whoa, where are you going?
Don't leave me. I lost my. Oh, here it is. Okay.
I'm glad we structured this so well, you know, we have this
So
all
one
worked
thing,
out. Okay.
so we bought this frame a long time ago, and
Yeah.
we have bought several of these frames
You
that
can- let's go
look,
focus this on the show.
I don't know, they
They
just
look
look
Spanish
Spanish.
in their hand.
They look hand
chopped
carved.
up
We have
and-
probably bought 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember what else is in these.
I
The
don't know.
Walking in the Rain is.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this,
you're right.
I thought it's got to be something Spanish or something
Yeah, yeah.
in that flavor. And when we were in Barcelona,
Ah! This
Don't
is-
worry,
Oh,
just
we
to
won't
take
cut this
measure.
out. Leave it in.
don't worry,
cut it.
when
Okay.
we were in Barcelona, we
Yeah.
took a photograph of flamenco dancers that were just out on
Yeah.
the street,
That was
just performing. And
Really cool.
this is, I cut the
This is
guy.
your picture.
There was this is a photograph I took. There was a guy here, one of the audience guys.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
He
to
didn't make
show.
the cut.
No, he didn't make
He's
the
been
cut.
cut out. But I love the hat.
Yeah, yeah. With
That's,
the head down the corner.
The hat
and,
is cool, and the equipment, the sound equipment, and I love that they're in black and white. So
Yeah.
I am going to try to mosaic this.
And the background too, the stone
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
that's-
I'm not
that's-
sure what I'll do with the background yet, but
Oh.
something.
Okay.
But this, I hope, is going to go in that frame.
Yeah, that's a
Because
really
I
good.
kind of love them. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm still not convinced I can do people, but we'll try.
Okay.
The other thing I'm doing, and I can't pick it up, so you're gonna have to come over here.
gonna come over. I'm
Because
coming
some of
over.
it isn't glued yet. So there was a gal on, one of my followers on Instagram named, her Instagram name is K Kumu, and her name is Carrie Kumu, or Como, from Finland. And she took a photograph. I'm gonna insert it here.
Okay.
She took a photograph that I just kept looking at because I just loved the simplicity of it. It's such a beautiful photograph. So I contacted her and asked if I could mosaic that photograph, and she said yes, I could. So this is coming up into my version
can't-
of that
can't,
photograph. You're gonna have to go
I'll
above
get in
it.
here and look at the
I
flower.
can't tip
See
it.
the- See the flower, yeah, that's gonna be really a very,
Yeah, so the maple leaf
Beautiful.
and the flower are already glued, but I'm just kind of playing with what I'm gonna do with if there's branches and
yeah, yeah.
other things in there. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on and planning, and that's about it. Other than labeling things, all the drawers are labeled.
Let's look at
And
it here
the-
for a second.
The thing is, we go to the storage unit, which is still full, and we get boxes and tubs out of the storage unit, and often they'll say 3 drawers, and we know by the weight that that's going to be heavy.
Yeah, when you
heavy
carry
tub.
these, they
So we
do
bring that home because we're pretty
weigh a
excited
lot.
that there's three.
Yeah,
There's
see,
four,
you can
three
see all the,
drawers, and that means it's 4 of those, and they are all full of glass.
yeah.
And there's a lot more coming. So yeah,
This room looks really quite full.
it's real full. It's real full, and it's a mess right now. But I still do love this studio.
Yeah,
so
it's a really good
much.
studio.
I love this studio. Yeah, it's really kind of 2/3 mosaic and 1/3 sewing and knitting, which
Yeah.
are kind of overflowing.
Hey,
But
I have another question for you. Are you gonna show them the little glass thing you did in the window?
oh
in the other room?
yeah, let's go in the.
Can we
other room.
walk over here?
I
Is
guess-
that gonna mess
I
up
guess we can walk.
our presentation?
See more chaos.
More chaos,
You can
okay.
see all of my my mosaic envelopes in progress.
Yeah, here's the old sign from we're in Bemidji,
Oh, I
okay,
used to be-
Georgetown, same time. Okay, here, we're walking over here.
Yeah, it used to be called Tumble Glass Studio, but now I'm not. Okay, so this thing in the window here, I was just experimenting with glass on glass, and it's kind of fun to do.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
kinda
was
cool.
just a picture frame
Yeah,
that I painted black and then took out the picture and it glued right on the glass so that it's you can see through it, except for the flowers I left with glass that you can't see through as much,
yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's,
and the stems.
that could be a good addition to what you do.
Yeah, it would be a
Yeah, I
fun
think
class
it's
to
a
teach.
bigger one, maybe a
To have
class,
like
yeah.
picture frames, and then people, because I have a lot of the translucent glass
Yeah,
that.
it's sunlight to it. The other thing is you can put some, like a light source
And we're gonna
behind
put a
it.
chain on that
Yeah, we'll put
and
it up
hang
on
it,
a,
hang
right.
it from a window, because
Yeah.
it'll look better if it's up farther. But
So,
so
there
that's
you go.
yeah, I forgot I'd made that too. So I have been busy, sort of.
Yeah, you have been busy. It's been kind of crazy.
Other than labeling, I've been
Yeah.
busy. Yeah. So
So
there
I'm
it
gonna
is.
turn back here,
So
so,
that's it, and that is the end of episode. It's 18. I looked it up, and
Okay.
you can find me everywhere as Mosaics by Virgin, and yeah, I have my Etsy shop closed right now. I'm not sure whether to reopen it or not, or try to find another venue. Not sure. We're looking at different art show
Yeah.
possibilities.
yeah, we are. St. Louis has
But-
got lots of options
Yeah,
coming up.
but, yeah, I'm not real happy with Etsy, but we'll see. I may open it back up. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this
Yeah.
point. But anyway, that's it for the episode, and thanks for watching. Yeah, don't forget to write socks in the comment.
Socks? Okay, I said socks first, so I should be on the list, I think. Okay,
No.
all right,
Okay. Bye.
bye.
See you next time.